Hello. Let me close something real quick. That is still not what I wanted. Thank you very much. We're back. Thank you very much. Oops. Turn off the volume. We're gonna have another chill stream evening. Let me plug this in. Okay, that was easy. Yay. Mostly because I've done a little bit of stuff today. But I did a lot over the weekend. Even though I definitely did not do as much as I usually do at work, I did a lot. My hand felt it. It was like 2.5 hours before the end of my shift, and my hand was hurting, and I could feel it. So I've really not done much. I've done a little bit of mouse clicking today. And then I think doctor phone call shit. The downside of waking up later in the day and then losing track of time is I called all the offices really late, so I missed everything. Probably means they're going to call me tomorrow, which is, I don't want to do that. But oh well. So yeah, I haven't done too much. Sorry, I thought I had something on a stitch. Okay. I'm going to try and not let you guys see it. I don't want to traumatize people with my hand. I did take some medicine at the top of the hour at 7. So I'm a little bit hurting, but that will subside soon. So, but yeah. Yes, it's been great. I had some food, so I also have like a bruise. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. I don't know where the hell I got it from. Random ass bruise. More things. Let me check YouTube. Did everything connect correctly? Yes. Okay, let me close it. We don't need to keep it open. Okay. Alright. The only other work thing that I did was I made an account on Upstart and started the process to post a job listing, but I didn't finish it. Again, I was mostly like poking, experimenting because your girl needs it. But I think what I'm going to actually do while I was finishing posting the job, or like getting close to what I assume is the end of posting a job on Upstart, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should still kind of keep it within the like author to family. And I think what I might do is go on Enchanted Publishing and see how far out they're booking. If they're booking out till next year, then oh well. That's the end of my campaign. Ooh, my eye. Now, if that's the case, I'll go back to Upstart, and someone recommended Readsy to me. So we'll go back there and look for an editor. But it's so hard to like. Nope, I'm just gonna leave it. If not, maybe I'll check to see if Enchanted Public. I feel like I looked at them sometime last year and it didn't say they don't take erotic romance. So we'll see. We'll see if I get another dismissal from them. My head is itchy. But yeah. That is that, I think. Is that all my updates? I think so. Yes. If you have a suggestion for an editor that's not too expensive, at minimum I need line edits, but I'm into whatever. You can leave them their name or like a website down below that I can check them out. But yeah, I have been turned down once because it was erotic romance and once because of the religious connotation in my book. So just be aware. And anyone that's super religious or can't separate their faith from work will probably not like what I'm writing. So fair warning to that. And yeah, it's definitely not super like spicy in the sense of like kinks, like BDSM and stuff like that. It's more spicy for the amount of sex the characters are having and the like not overlay, but the immense amount of queer that my book is. And I think that's it. Those are like my be awares. Yeah. Ideally, if I can't go with Enchanted Publishing, I have to go back to like looking for freelance editors. Again, I may try to find someone who is besides comfortable with what I write, but possibly someone who is non-binary or like gender fluid. Being that my characters are non-binary, I have 3 non-binary characters and 1 gender fluid character who in the second book is very chaotic gender fluid. So yeah, we'll see. Also, I would like someone who does speak Spanish or is Latina, because I do have a little bit of Spanish sprinkled into the book at the beginning mostly, but also later. It's mostly at the beginning. But yeah, let me bring up, there we go. Let's do the chair. Hate the lighting. So fucking bright. Oh, let me turn off. I just realized the music is just looping. I'm sorry. Comments. There we go. Let's pick a different song today also. So we have Springtime Awakening. Let's do some lo-fi today. Fireplace. Animations have changed. I'm curious. Nope. The puppy just stays sleeping. Oh no! During the sipping, he reads. Oh my god, that's cool. Okay. Select that. And we'll put our rain sounds. And we'll do fireplace today. See if we can have both. And actually, I'm going to turn off the visuals and only keep the sound for the rain. Because we can't really, it's only like in this tiny corner. We can't really see it. So that will be a little bit less complicated for the computer. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Excuse me. And again, we're just doing like chill, like because some people say like co-working sprints. We're just, or not sprints, stream, where we're not really doing sprints, or well, not doing sprints at all, and we're just kind of chilling and writing and talking. And I'll probably, as people come in and we talk more, I'll take breaks, which will help my hand take a break. So even though I'm not full on typing in the editing, it will still be good because hold on, as I struggle to open this slightly one-handed. Be good to take breaks so I don't strain my hand. So also, it's one of those things where you'd be surprised how much your hand is connected. So like me just doing this really pulls here on the skin here and this knuckle, and my cut goes down from like here. So as I'm using these fingers, it does pull. So it does kind of hurt to even grip or type a little bit with that hand because it pulls on the bottom part of my knuckle. So and the skin there. It's like when I broke my toe, and I was surprised like how much balance I had to like relearn in walking without crutches. The like need to remember how to balance correctly was rough. All right. Really? No. Oh, there's like, I don't believe that there's nothing to fix on this page. There's nothing to fix on this page. Okay, that's weird. All right. Oh yeah, I finished this page. Let's have that recalculate one more time. Okay. Make the music just a tiny bit louder. Nope, that's not the correct word. Empty. Empty. Almost. I almost had the stupid word. I hate when simplest words are hard. Oh, I do. Try to stretch my hand out like this. I will say that I watched. I don't remember when I watched it, and I don't think I talked about it on Friday, so I don't know if I watched it. Did I watch it Friday or did I watch it Thursday? I remember. I watched the prequel Hunger Games movie because I have now tried two times to read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I just could not. No, I don't like that word change. I could not get into it. And I think now watching the movie, like the movie was good, but I think I just really, really despise President Snow so much that it affected my enjoyment of the book and the movie, because the book is in his POV. And I was just like, I don't want to feel sympathy for this monster. I don't. Because in reality, this is where Susan Collin is kind of a genius. Because again, I have not finished reading the book, but in watching the movie, and I know that she worked closely with them, I can see where she tried to set up points, or the intention of setting up these points were to make you feel bad for President Snow, or young President Snow, pre-President Snow. To make you feel bad, you know, he was an orphan and they were poor and all that stuff. And he had to pretend, and you know, he fell in love with, you know, a district person, or infatuated with them, whatever you want to define it as. And each time there's like a snippet of, oh, maybe they're a good person. You are then slapped in the face in the next minute with something that he does horrible. And he's making these choices. You can tell he is set up very much as a character who does not make rash decisions. Every decision is well thought out and decided upon. Even if he backtracks a decision, he is still solid in his fucking decision. And I am just like, no, there's no redeeming this character. And I don't think her intention was to redeem President Snow. And I was just like, part of me is tiny bit curious in what was going on in his head, because that is something that I mourn for the original Hunger Games movies, is that you, especially in the last book, you lose so much of Katniss's pain and turmoil by not being in her brain, and you get to do that in the book. Part of me is curious about what he's thinking during part of these moments, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I want to know how this monster functions. Like, yeah, I don't think I want to know. And I'm really still debating about just totally DNFing the book, because I feel like if I go ahead and read it and like check it back out from the library, that it's going to be a hate read. I'm going to hate read it because I'm just fucking curious and I'm going to be unsatisfied. And I don't think that's worth it because I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've hate read anything. I've begrudgingly read things like in school, and ironically, a lot of the times I ended up liking a good amount of those classics, anyways. After like a certain point, and I'm sure they've changed a couple of things. Like I read far enough, so spoilers if you haven't watched the movie, you read the book. There's a moment where in the book, when you're reading it, Snow is trying to ask if he can escort his tribute to where they're staying, him not knowing where the fuck they're gonna stay. And he asks if he can ride in the truck that they're transporting the district kids in, like in the front, like in the passenger seat. And the guard is like, nah, you can ride in the back with the rest of the kids. And he ends up saying yes because it's the only way he's going to get to the place that they're keeping the district kids. I don't know where he assumed they were keeping them, but whatever. In the movie, he kind of tries to ask a couple of random people and then gives up because someone's talking to him. And then as they're being put inside the truck, one of the kids runs away and the guards get distracted in going to catching him to put him in the truck. So the truck is left kind of unguarded. So he jumps into the truck, and it makes it seem like he made a choice to like an irrational choice. Like he just the split second made this decision. Where in the book, because he's asking and they're giving him a choice and he has to think about it, it's more of a strategical choice versus I feel like in the movie, watching it without that knowledge, it looks like he made a irrational choice. Like not irrational, like a gut decision choice. And I'm like, well, that changes his character. And that's part of the reason where I'm like, if I hate read this, are there going to be other times too where I see that same thing, where in the book, because we're in his head, you can see him debating and deliberating about what is happening and what outcome he wants or needs to happen versus a choice that's being made. But I don't know. I feel like the movie really, as the movie goes forward, you can really see it not pull out, but like lay out that he does not make irrational choices. He makes the best choices that he can per his decision, and his overall outcome is always the protection of his family, which is, I feel, almost bullshit when you realize that Tigress from the last movie in the last book, that woman who is a fashion designer who has had so much cosmetic surgery that she looks like a half human, half tiger, who they say was thrown to the side. Used to be Trump's fate, or not Trump. I'm sorry. Used to be Snow's favorite. And then because she got too much surgery and she got too radical, she got pushed aside. When you realize that she is the cousin from that book, from that prequel movie, you can just see how like cold-hearted this man is. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the he's a monster. Like, Tigress helped take care of him. She was like his mom, his big sister, his best friend, and he just throws her away, from what we understand, of course, because who knows, there's probably a story there too. And I'm just like, nah. A really big part of me is like, I don't want to know how this monster's mind thinks, because everything just points to really bad person. Like, I'm sorry all this tragedy happened to you, but you bad person. You are a monster, and there is no getting around that. On the flip side, I am really interested in reading the second prequel, which I don't know the name of off the top of my head, because I have heard a couple things about it and how like heartbreaking it is, because I do want to read Hamish's story, because I do love Hamish. I loved Hamish in the book too. Like, he was a tragic character and I kind of feel bad. I am, though, movie Hamish and movie Effie team for Sherzies. But yeah. I heard that he has a love interest in the book, and it's traumatizing. Which feels like that means that one of the girls that gets picked is Hamish's crush or girlfriend or something. So that is my thought as I side quest. Partially to stop typing. Until people also start talking, because I don't want the stream to just be silent. Hi, Laura. Welcome. We're having another like just chill stream day where we're not going to do any sprints. Then no pressure because I used my hand a lot this weekend. So if it's an extra chatty stream, that's perfectly fine by me. You watched an anime with your sister? Ooh, what anime? What did you watch? My sister just recommended for me to watch what was it called? Something Apothecary. I don't remember. I know I saved it on Crunchyroll. But she recommended me watch that because she said that I would love it. And now she's just sending me TikToks that I have no context for about the show. We watched Solo Leveling Season 2 and watched the first 6 episodes of Mashila Magic and Muscles. Oh, interesting. Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, that's it. Haven't seen it, but heard of it. Yeah, she's like in love with the two characters. The amount of times she has not the amount of videos she sent me is hilarious. Oh, Laura. If you're interested in reading a manga, I don't know if it's available like at your library or what. I bought it. I was able to buy like the whole series at Barnes and Noble in like a collection. and it's not that long. And it has like mistaken identity, and it's a Yuri. It's a girl's love, but it's oh my gosh, what is it called? A beautiful girl and sheltered girl, I think is what it's called. Hold on. Let's see. No, handsome girl and sheltered girl. That's what it is. And I got the complete manga collection from Barnes and Noble, and I did see it on Kobo too, that they had it as a complete ebook collection. And it's so nice and so silly, because like the whole point is the handsome girl is mistaken for a man, and the sheltered girl, very girly, cutesy, short girl, and she is head over heels with our androgynous queen, and is convinced that she is a man, and asks her to be in this like cosplay cafe, again assuming that she's a man, and our androgynous queen thinks that she knows and is like having a laugh at her, and as a joke is like, oh yeah, I'll do it if you go out with me, not realizing that the cute sweet girl is is super in love with him or her, excuse me, like has a crush, again assuming that she's a man when she's sorry. But then our androgynous queen then feels bad and is like, I'll still go out with her, blah blah blah. Chaos ensues, where our androgynous queen starts falling in love, feels bad, needs to tell her. The other girl is like clueless queen sitting out here not realizing. It was just great. The like mistaken identity of in so many ways. It was so sweet. I liked it. It kind of gave me the like beginning chapter vibes of both of our royal holiday boys, where they don't realize who each other's are in both books, which made me also realize apparently I like mistaken identity way more than I thought, because both of my Hunger's Desire has it at the beginning, and then Project Blasphemy 1 has that at the beginning. So, let's see. I need to finish Bleach. Oh, yeah. I remember I had a friend before she moved away. She really liked Bleach. I never got into it. I'm sure if she hadn't moved away and had stayed, I probably would have watched it. I probably would have watched so much more anime and read so much more manga that like most people recognize if that one friend hadn't left, because then I had no one else to talk to besides a couple of my guy friends, and they watched a lot of like classic things that I was not allowed to watch at home. But if I had had a girlfriend and I'd been allowed to go to her house, I'm sure I would have then watched things. But being a girl with guy friends, my dad was like, no, you can't go over to their house. They're boys. I'm like, they're not going to do shit. They're more scared of me. Oh, you stocked that one at shelves. Never read it though. Yes. I liked it. I recommend it. The amount of cute was overwhelming. Also, though, the amount of like me wanting to shake the characters and be like, pay attention. Also, strong vibes for that too. The frustration of like, can't you pay attention? But I like that sometimes. Just like I like to be like, kiss already. Did you have dinner already, Laura? Or on High School Host Club also equals mistake. Yes, and I did like that anime. I at one day I want to read the manga because I've heard that it's so much more better, and where the manga picks up where they stopped making the anime, because REP, all 90s early 2000 animes that never got second seasons or continued, is so good. So I want to do. I did it also for the Vampire Knight. I just read a synopsis of the rest of the story. Yes, chicken and mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Ugh. I don't like Brussels sprouts. The taste weird. But everything else sounded good. I bought Panda Express because my husband took the last of the food for work. And okay, I have some stuff that I could scrape together, but I was like, I really don't want to ask a friend to cook something for me, and I don't want to try to cook something for myself. And I had points. I had enough points from Panda Express, and I was like, ooh, I don't have to pay for the whole thing, so I'm gonna buy it. Don't like this sentence. What are you gonna work on? You just gonna chill and maybe read, Laura, or are you gonna do some work on something? Need to take a bath, might watch something, or read in the tub. The concept of reading in the tub has always terrified me. Even though I've seen so many people make it look so pretty and aesthetic, and everyone's always like, it's so relaxing, terrifies me. I have not taken a bath since I was little. Yeah. I think about it sometimes. Especially with like when my eczema is really bad. I know that salt baths, or this might sound crazy, but Clorox baths with like very little bit of Clorox can sometimes be good for you. But those baths you don't want to like sit and relax in. They're like, you're in there for a little bit and you get out. So, and I couldn't use a bath bomb. I wouldn't trust any. So I can't even have a pretty bath if I wanted one. I might also write another poem. Yay, poem! I love them. I have bubble bath. Yeah. Ooh, an interview tomorrow. I have hopes for you. Do you have to go in person, or is it going to be a virtual interview? It's for a front desk reception at a hotel near the beach. Ooh. Oh yeah, because that's going to start soon. In person. Yeah. Okay. That is something I'm kind of nervous about once I finish school. Is the fact that I'm gonna have to go through interviews again to get jobs. I dread it. I hate going to interviews. I don't mind interviews. That's nice. I mean, that's good. Now that my sister's like an HR person for a place, she tells me about interviewing people and stuff. And all I can think of is I'm like, yeah, you're the people that I'm nervous about. You're the people that make me nervous. And she's just sitting here telling me about how whatever this person was or how disappointed this person is. And I'm just this like anxiety fuel, and I'm not even looking for a job. Well, this sentence does not make sense. Yeah, this sentence doesn't make sense. What the hell? I almost misgendered my character in words. There we go. That makes better sense. I love that Friday I had a hair on this side, and now I have a hair on this side. Are you submitting poetry for poetry night? Your hair has a mind, and will it feels like that sometimes. Even when my hair was long, I have a complicated relationship with me and my own hair. No, that sentence also does not make sense. Yes. I have like 5 poems I can share. Oh my gosh. I have like, I think 2 or 3, but I also have long poems because they're more, I feel like I write poetry very detailed, so they're usually like long. But I have to look at him. I have to go over them. And I might ask Bungle to look at them and confirm that my titles are not stupid before I send them to either JC or Morgan. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just send it to both of them in one email. JC! Sorry, no, you're fine. Just finished dinner. I know late, but yeah. Well, I did start late. I started at 7:15. So, because I was watching a replay of a charity stream and then lost track of time. So I pushed the stream back so that I could like get a drink and go to the bathroom and bring things up. So you're good. How am I doing today? Let's take a break. I'm doing okay. And this weekend was a little bit hard. I had about like 2 to 2.5 hours before the end of my shift, both Saturday and Sunday, where my hand was just done. It was sore, and I felt like it was slightly swollen. Saturday, some of my the skin around my stitch at the stitches up on the top were a little bit red to me, like they were irritated. So today I've been a little bit more chill. I only did like a little bit of like button pressing before stream. I mostly chilled and then called doctor's offices for things, more appointments and shit. And then looked up on my like insurance website to check for covered places. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I iced it earlier. I had some pain medicine a little bit ago. I'd been sitting at 7, so my hand feels pretty fine right now. Let's see. Someone gave you a word prompt. That's fun. That's very fun. I like that. I have that for so the like Arizona Poetry Society that I'm now a member of, they do that. So they do a prompt per oopsies. StreamYard. Thank you. I think it's quarter? No, every month. It's a prompt every month where you can then submit to a contest, and if you win, you get put into a collection at the end of the year with other people in the society. So I haven't done one this year because I've been focusing so much on Project Blasphemy. So actually, that reminds me. Oh yeah, so I have marches up here, which was on the spot. And I guess I didn't like April's because I don't have April's up here. But I have May's, which is rainbows. So we'll see if I do something for that month. So, yep. Those can be fun. Hello, mouse. Get your life together. Oh, wait, no, you said, oh, I read that wrong. Oh, yeah, nope, here we go. Never mind. Scroll up. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. No, that's fine. It's all going to be part of the process. Like, there are going to be days I'm going to hurt because I'm going to push myself, or I do a little too much, or just trying to do normal things. So I expect that. People at work could also tell as I was getting closer to the day, or closer to the end of the day, and I was hurting more, and people were asking less of me or were doing things for me, and checking in on me more because they didn't want me to hurt myself. No, I need a word. Oh no, I did read it. Well, you could take one of these. You could take May's word on the spot, or March's word on the spot. That was the prompt for March. Or rainbows. That's our prompt for May. Oh, I had to click live chat. I didn't even see your comments. Rude, YouTube. My yes, rude. But yeah, there's your word prompts, Laura. On the spot and or rainbows. There you go. Ow. I really hope they don't increase the dues for the society. They did last year. And hopefully they just stay. Because if they increase it again, that might be something I have to cut out. Especially because this year I haven't done much with it because of school and trying to focus on getting Project Blast Me up. So, would I lower from me? Right? How rude. How rude, YouTubes. How rude. So what are you working on today, JC? I bring back up my document. Oh, and I made an account on Upstart. Being that I need to find an editor, so I started posting a job and then stopped because I realized I should probably check with Enchanted Ink Publishing first, and see how far they're looking out before I do that. Because I wouldn't mind keeping everything like within the AuthorTube sphere, but like use my own community kind of thing. Let's see. I'm doing some beta reading tonight. Should I be writing something? Perhaps, but I have a lot of beta reading to get through this week, so we'll see how writing fits in this week. Yeah, that's fair. especially if it's one of your commissioned ones. That's important. It's very important. That's a dumb correction. Let's see. I only have one commissioned one so far, and that is one of them. The other one is for Tiff. Yeah, who needs it by the end of the week? Well, again, she does write like shorter things. Just the speed, I can't comprehend that. I just can't. But then again, I write like 60, 90K big word books. So the Project Blasphemy series is the shortest story I have ever written. Everything else is like big. Hunger's Desire is not Hunger's Desire. The Princess and the Warrior is 90K words. Proper fantasy there. Lots, I feel like. Well, the commissioned one is 80K. Yeah. That's a pretty good size. But Tiff needing it, like, you've said it before in your vlogs too, which I need to watch your vlog that you posted. But you've said it in past vlogs where like you get it and then it's like a quick turnaround kind of thing for her. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine just how quickly her and Des and Dee and Esther write. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't imagine. Or even Laura when she was writing under that pen name. Like, I cannot comprehend how quickly you all write. I'm just like, no. I struggle to write my novella that I still haven't finished to go back to because I had to take a break because I was having a mental crisis. Like, I can't I do not understand how quickly you all write. Like, I'm amazed and terrified at the same time. Tiffs are usually so good that it's pretty easy to read those quickly. Well, it's nice. I've only read Desiree stuff. I haven't read any of Tiff's like stuff on her own. But I do have her newsletter. I've stayed up until 7 a.m. reading Tiff's books. That's good. Good job, Tiff. A+ all around. They write quickly. I unfortunately was not gifted with fast writing. Yeah. I get that. Unless it's a poem. But then I usually go back and like tweak things too. But yeah, I don't write fast and I cannot write a short story. To save my life. I swear. The closest thing to writing like drabbles or short drafts, or not short drafts, short stories is like my poetry. Like my narrative poetry is when I'm telling a story in my poem. It's the closest thing I get to writing a short story. which structurally is very different. Very different. Plus, right now, as you'll see when you watch my vlog, I'm having trouble getting back into writing his. That's fair. You had a lot happen, so that's extremely fair. I have recently wormed my way back into some comfort fan fiction reading during my healing process. So, yeah, I get that. I think I've been in denial that I might actually be experiencing burnout because now is not the time for me to be. That is extremely fair and extremely valid. And I feel like there is no good answer for that at all. On a lighter side, positive side, reading this edit, I forgot that my characters had a full-blown conversation while Lucian has his peen inside Oveja and discussing the fact that because Lucian can adjust their body however they want, tells Oveja that if he needs to adjust his peen to be like a little bit smaller so they don't hurt her, that they can do that. I totally forgot that I wrote this in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Lucian can do that. So like when I catch myself off guard, I'm like, oh, interesting. What are other people gonna think? Oh wow, really? Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Who would ever want it to be smaller? Where Veja even asks, like, do you make yourself a different D each time? like Oveja knows that Lucian switches between a vagina and a peen, but the idea of like Lucian says, I honestly don't remember how I was before because they've been having a vagina for like a while now. And Oveja's just caught off guard of the fact of like A, they don't have one size for themselves, and B, because they're just so like nonchalant about their genitalia that they don't remember what they were before or recently, and they're just like, I'll fit to whatever you would like. Well, I mean, I guess there are those that are too big. Yeah, that is true. That is fair. There is a guy who, I don't know if he still holds the Guinness Book of World Record for like the biggest peen. And it's like 13 inches long. And I don't remember what his girth is supposed to be. I just remember the inches. And him saying that like he hates it because he's literally like hurt partners before, like badly, because he's too big. And like he can't wear certain clothes because of his penis. I've only ever had one guy that I might have considered too big, but that's because I'm assuming it was pretty hooked then. But I feel like most guys are just slightly curvy, but ooh, rainbow poem. I'm glad that I was able to help you with the prompt. It's a little long. That's fine. Again, per said me, all my poems, I feel like for the most part, are long. So, but 9 times out of 10, I am probably telling a story. That's so you put it out, JC, and my brain just like flipped one way or the other, and then you said that, and the two sides connected, and I was like, oh, because I didn't even process. Oh my god. All right, Laura, tell me when you finish posting, and then I'll read it all at the same time. So we have like one consistent. Yeah, because we were talking about too many long beans. Yes, for sure. That makes sense. I apparently just like unconsciously compartmentalized it without meaning to. Yeah, I have it in my hand. Yes, I am playing with the fidget toy. Fidget toy. Ta-da! Okay. Poem time. I like to look for rainbows and follow them in vain. They look so bright and vibrant. While my surrounding world is plain. I like to look for rainbows and lay upon my back, gaze upon their beauty, let them crack my thoughts of black. I like to look for rainbows, though their life is brief. They fade away in fleeting rain, just like my old beliefs. I like to look for rainbows and run them through my hand. Feel the droplets slide on by, I try to understand. For how can something so ethereal hold such deep emotional power? I wish that I, with body flawed and solid, could hold such sway for even an hour. Yay! Yay. I was going to try and clap, and I was like, nope, I can't do that. Yay. That's pretty. That's very sweet. The tone definitely changes, like right in the middle, which is interesting. It's plain, not plain, not plain. Yay. I wouldn't even know the difference. I saw this, and my dyslexic brain was like, pain and plain. How are those two the same things? And then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, there's an L, so it's plain and plain. Oh. But right out of the bat, my dyslexic brain was like, oh, there's no L. It's pain. That made me think. This is why I need an editor. My brain goes rogue sometimes. It doesn't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing either. But yes, I liked it. I liked the like tonal change too. You're like very bright words. It's very bright and vibrant, and then it starts shifting though to like to darker things, and it becomes more grounded. I like that. Ooh, excuse me. Is it going in the chapbook? Ooh, oh, poetry book. Wow, you're autocorrect. Or whatever. Probably, yay. All the fun things. A chapbook is a short poetry book. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. This is where me not doing extensive research on poetry or taking any poetry S classes is not helpful. I had a little bit of poetry in school and talked poetry in a writing club in college, and that was it. That was, again, when I got to the point where I'm like, I know enough, and I hate all these structured shit things. And I learned that I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted, and that's where I went, and I just stayed there. I don't know, Laura. At the rate you're cranking out these poems, you could have a whole collection. That's why I corrected it to book of poetry. She could. Laura be like putting out stuff in like 2 seconds all the time. I swears. I mean, what? You invented a pen name and put out like 4 short stories in like a month or 2 month span? You champion, Laura. I jelly of you. She has more than one pen name? What? I believe it. I believe it. But I'm only published under 2 names so far. She's definitely one of my sheroes. Yeah. Yes. I love that word, sheroes. True, Laura, but as fast as you write, that could quickly change. I'm still heavily debating about a 3rd pen name for just non-romantic things, for just like sci-fi and fantasy books. Heavily debating about it. But I don't know if I want to have to balance 3 pen names like Esther. My problem is these 3 genres are so like significantly standard on their own. So like romance is its own thing. I could publish any genres under Dolores, and as long as they're a romance, technically it's fine, or a subcategory or subgenre. As long as it's romance, it's fine. And then Serapia can be published under any kind of erotic romance, as long as it's erotic romance, subgenre, whatever. But like The Princess and the Warrior, and then this other story that I have that I'd have to rework to be something is not romantic. It's just straight up fantasy. There's nothing like it does not have the promise of the premise of a romance. So that is where I'm like, do I need a 3rd pen name? Do I do this? Because publishing under different subgenres under like Dolores or Serapia could be difficult. Like if I were randomly decide to do a series of Western romances after I've published sci-fi romance under setup or under Dolores, like that could be hard, but it's reasonable. Throw in a non-romance under that name and my fans will eat me alive for not giving them a happy ending. Not giving them their happily ever after. Like, yeah. Yeah. So that struggle is real. Let's see. Chew it as fast as you write. Oh, I've read that already. I'm wondering if I should pivot Samantha to Ash's stories or keep Ash's separate for Reem. Well, here's the thing. So you have, it depends on, like I was saying with mine, where there are certain genres that are very solid, like within themselves. So like romance has rules and they're solid amongst themselves. You have to have that happily ever after. All other subgenres be damned. Whatever. No one actually gives a shit. As long as you have that happily ever after, that's what counts, and that's what labels it as a romance. Erotic romance is all about the happily ever after and your sexual journey. Other subgenres be damned. Whatever. No one actually gives a shit. Erotica is about just that sexual journey. And whatever else you tie to it or don't tie to it, again, be damned. So, and then like fantasy and sci-fi are a little bit more nebulous because they can all be under the umbrella of like speculative fiction. So there's something that can kind of be mushed together. So if you want to keep Samantha as romance and then Asha as like more where you're going to ride that line between like erotica and romance or just fully be erotica, then I would keep those separated. If it's just going to be romance in general and spice levels will be varied amongst them, then you can smush them together. Like that's not bad. Is what I would think and what I constantly think about when I debate on a third pen name. I was about to say, do we want to distinguish between a happy ending and a happily ever after? Well, yeah. That I was trying to use like correct romance terms, which is the happily ever after or happy for now. You can still have a happy, like The Princess and the War has a happy ending, but it is not a romance. It is a love story, a dark love story. It's more of like a tragedy-ish. So, but it is like the hero or the shiro wins in the end, kind of thing. Samantha was mostly MF or FF shorts, contemporary romance with open door, spice. Ash is erotic romance novellas, both. Yeah, so I would feel like your separation would be romance to erotic romance. Is where I would separate that. And I would think it's fine to keep them as separate pen names if that's what you want. But because your contemporary romances are open door, you could mush them together too. So that kind of depends on really you. It's very, that can be a line that's right there that you can that could potentially be flippy flopped. So yeah, then it could be a good idea to separate. Yeah. You know what? Wait. Oh, my brain did not like that. All right. You know what a happy ending is? I do. The protagonist wins. That's what a happy ending is. But Princess and the Warrior is not a happily ever after. There is no romance. It is not a romance. There is romance in the book, but it is not a romance. It's two very different things. Man, get them at the end of a message. At least that's what I hear anyway. Men and women. Nope, that was not what I. Massage. Oh, get better massage. Okay. Yes. I would say two things, Laura. A is your choice. Two, I think it's fine keeping them separate. Especially if you're going to write erotic romance in how erotica is trying to change, where it's about the sexual journey. So you're going to be writing about the sexual journey and the romantic journey together. If you're going to write old school erotic romance where it's just going to be smut for the sake of smut, then meh. Well, okay, you're distracting me long enough. Back to beta reading. I go. I made you laugh. My job is done. Yay! Wait, you said A and then two. Oh. Okay. Now I don't know if that was dyslexia or my undiagnosed possibly ADHD. What? Pick one. Or both. I've done that before. I've done. Yeah. It's bad. Oh, that's why I wanted to do that. That's fine. OJC, Oveja agrees with you. I just read the next sentence after Lucian volunteers to like become smaller for them or like adjust the size and length of his penis. And Oveja's like, no, I just need a better position. Oh. There you go. It was such a long point. You went right back around to the number. There we go. Yes. Thank you, Laura. I gotta change that to gender. There you go. Need to print some resumes for my interview tomorrow. Yay! Good luck for your interview. Yes. All the luck. We're going to send all the positiveness to you. That's another thing that I'm not looking forward to having to do is like recheck over my resume. Oh, but I might have a cheat now. I might do that and send it to my sister. She's now a professional HR person. So I might cheat and send it to her and be like, what do you think? Help me. When I'm done with school. I need to start interviews myself. Yay, bathtub soak. I said tub. Oh my god, my hair. I'm over it. Ugh. Ouch. Ow. Okay. I didn't want to. I mean, that's a good thing. That's fair. Oh, Laura, has it hit 100 in where you're at in California yet? We officially already hit 100 per the airport earlier last week, and it's depressing. I forgot what day it is, but we hit a new record. The last record was April 19th. I don't remember what year it was. I don't think it was last year, but yeah, it's depressing. No, that's good. It's already getting so hot, and it's not that cool at night anymore. We've officially have the fan going most of the time in the living room. And I changed up the ceiling fan in our bedroom so that instead of pushing the air up for winter, I now have it pushing down because it's hot. It's in the 60s all this week. That's nice. Right now it's 58. It is, per my phone, 73 degrees outside. And it's dark. Yeah. Summer has definitely come early. We had like a couple of days of spring, and then spring pieced out quickly. They were like, next. I'm not looking forward to it. We're probably going to hit like 115 next month, probably then. And we might be over proper 120 down here. Because hitting 100 degrees so early in April is just mind-boggling. I like the word then way too much. The hottest I've been in was 125 in Arizona. Wait, no, in Nevada, 125 in Nevada, I believe that. It routinely stays above 120 in Phoenix. But down here, it won't stay above 120 too long usually. But as Tucson becomes more and more covered in concrete, and I've noticed down here, because where I'm still more south of Tucson, which is the next major city and the closest one to me, as they build more and more houses, which means putting more asphalt down and more concrete down, I am noticing that we too are getting hotter and staying hotter, and it's sad. It's depressing. I hate it. It was melting our flip-flops as we ran across the black asphalt on the way to the pool. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. It's part of the reason I liked when I got older and I would volunteer / work at the library. As a teen, I didn't mind spending the whole day in the library because it was nice. It was air conditioned. I didn't have to be at my parents' house where we had no AC. And it was hot. And sometimes we had to work outside. And I'm like, nah. I'll be in the library. Thank you. I've reached that point where spell check doesn't know what I'm saying either. Okay. Yay! 800 subscribers! Yay! Oop, nope, I'm not supposed to show this hand. Yay! Claps. I mean, luckily I'm small and you can't really see it. But... Woohoo! I'm so excited for you. So close. You're like right there for your 1,000. Okay, went to go film a really long clip. Look, Laura's over 800. Oh, yep, there you go. You saw it. Yay! The content creator grind is a thing for sure. Someone commented on one of my videos requesting I make a writing craft video on writing dialogue. Ooh. That's nice. I really feel like I need to do something to post on my main channel. But I feel so mentally focused on editing this book that I feel like I only have mental space for streaming right now. But I also don't want to not post anything. I hate it. Even though I see others do it. I see other people not post often. I already feel bad about posting once a month. Okay, I'm putting a timer on to do some more beta reading for real this time. So if I'm quiet, that's why. That's fine, JC. You do a timer if you need it. Somehow that reminded me that I should put this little banner up. Don't forget to caress the like button. Give likes to the stream, please. part of Tub into Pajamas. Oh wait, I missed some stuff. Caress, you say hello. Yes. Okay, let me stop. Yes, caress. You caress the like button. We like the like button. So many people hit the like button or punch the like button. No, that's mean. The like button has feelings. We caress the like button to make it feel good. I feel like I like the concept of pajamas, of PJs, as loungewear. I do not like sleeping in PJs. Mostly because I don't like sleeping in stuff that like covers my leg. I can sleep in shorts, like when I go to visit people's houses, but I don't like sleeping in pants. It makes me not feel claustrophobic, but like sort of like pseudo claustrophobic, but not. I don't know how to describe that. I just don't like it. Ow. That sentence makes better sense. My legs are so pale. They glow in the dark. Fair. all the nighttime routine set and done for Laura. You're gonna write more poetry. All right, Laura. Well, you have a good night sleepy, and hopefully wake up refreshed for your interview tomorrow. The sentence makes no sense. What am I trying to say? Whew, okay, I finished the page. I stop for a minute, give my finger a break. So even though I don't mean to press some keyboard buttons with it, but I keep doing it. Eat chocolate. Chocolate! I'm kind of tempted after editing this to do a little mini break and maybe go back and read The Princess and the Warrior. Even if I don't finish reading it, just start it. Because I feel like within the last 2 years, I've been talking about it a lot more. And I feel like I should look at it and be like, is this still good? And how I remember it? Or is it actually heart garbage and I don't actually ever want anybody to read it? Like, am I suffering from nostalgia? Because it was the first book I ever finished. And I'm just like I just have fond memories over it, and it's not really good. But I am debating about doing that, taking just a little mini break to read it, and then go back to working on this series, because I do need to finish writing the prequel, and I need to finish writing the book 2, the sequel. So I need to finish writing the prequel more than I need the sequel, because the sequel won't be published till next year. But the novella needs to be published at the same time as the first book, or just close enough, because I'm not going to freak out if I don't finish it in time and it publishes afterwards. Like, I don't care. I did at first. Like, last year, me writing the prequel in September was like, no, I need to write this because it needs to go out before the first book. But now I'm like, I don't really care. If it comes out like right next to it, it's fine. I don't mind if it's a little bit off. So let's see. These like chill co-working streams would be a good time for us to have the DLC now, because um times, but don't tell. I haven't even looked to see how much it is now, with like medical bills and trying to save money for book. Here's the thing of like, it's nice to have. That's the difference. All the spirits. Excuse me. I'm curious. How much? I don't know actually if it looked good on my phone. Let's do this and hope that the stream doesn't get angry with me. Cameras, how much is the DLC? The stream is starting to get mad at me. Let's see. Oh, here, story page. That's what I want. So, oh, it's only $7. That's not that bad. I'm definitely not getting it right now because I don't get paid until later. Anyways. Oh, the little like bunny reads a cookbook. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, I have not seen that, Spirit. There's even more that they don't show us. But they're in these pictures. Oh, they're like a sushi fish. That is cute. Oh, now they're in the like DLC picture at the very end and stuff. In the regular one, they're cut off, but in this one where you look at the price and stuff, it's right in the corner. That's cute. Okay, that's good. That's cute. Maybe if I have extra money, we'll buy it. Because it is only $7. It's under $10, so it's on sale. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm still debating about let's bring a draft back up about if I'm going to play a game on Friday or not. I think it will depend on how my hand does the rest of the week and am I up to doing something quick, or maybe we'll just do another chill stream like this where I'm just getting writing work done and I'm not taxing my my hand. Because the downside is a lot of games are like clicky based. Either I'm clicking the keyboard or I'm clicking the mouse, or like I'm holding down the mouse button too. So like if we play Minecraft, I need to like fight something, I don't know how well I'll do with that. And even with Pelia, I need to like click and drag some things. So I'm like, I don't know how well I would do that in like a long run. So they're my thoughts. But again, I also don't know how I'll feel by Friday. No, I don't agree, Grammarly. That sounds horrible. Okay. I literally had to read that sentence 3 times because apparently I could not process. What in the world is this word? What did I write? Multi. I'm gonna change it to this word because I don't know what the hell I was trying to say there. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, there are 7 people. Hi, everybody who's just chilling with us. Thank you for the lurks. I appreciate it. that. Ask JC, how's your beta reading going? Or if anyone else wants to share wherever they're at in their process. I'm about like midpoint in my pain medicine. If anything, I feel stiff. Probably because I didn't stretch that much today. I haven't done hand stretches. So I now push on my joints, but not fully stretch. Let's see. Well, in addition to being a slow writer, I am also a slow reader. I feel like I have become a slower reader, unless something is being read to me. Then I can consume a book much faster. Though I'm not one of those people that like listens to audiobooks or like podcasts at like 2 times speed or something like that. Because even though I can understand what they're saying, it feels indulgent to listen to it at like normal speed. I don't know. I like just listening to things at normal speed. Oh, I shouldn't have tried to catch it with that again. So yeah, because I've done those TikTok tests where they're like, if you're neurospicy, you can understand everything that this is saying, and it's like read at a super fast pace, and I'm like, I can understand that, but I still refuse to listen to books at a higher speed than normal. I think I've only increased the speed like once ever for a thing, and that's because at normal speed it was slow. They're like reading super slow. Also, the story is not like TIFF's, so that's that. Oh yeah, the your commissioned piece. Yeah, that's fair. What genre is it? If you're comfortable telling us, because I'm just curious. So I feel like that's probably the only thing I could ask you about it without breaching confidentiality with your client. Hello, StreamYard button. Thank you. I only ever listen to things at normal speed. I don't speed anything up ever. Yeah. Again, that's fair. Like I do the exact same thing. I think I've only ever done that once. It was because it was necessary. Yeah. I'm thinking it's fantasy. Okay. Did they not tell you? I would have thought that would be something that you would ask. I mean, I guess if you're not being picky, it doesn't really matter. But I feel like I personally would want to ask so that I know what mindset I need to be in when I'm reading. But that could also just be me overthinking shit like I do all the time. But it also seems set in a more medieval. Oh, I understood what I didn't realize it was misspelled until you said that. Time period. I mean, that's kind of classic fantasy. It's like almost always European medieval fantasy, which is why my next series after this, instead of it being inspired by like medieval-esque Europe, which a lot of structures, even in sci-fi, are still based off of things within Europe. I want to try and structure it in a Mesoamerican Aztec like structure. So, or like influences, not structure, influences. instead of European. So that's pretty on the nose. I would say the Princess and the Warrior is like influenced by European medieval time-ish. Well, they said it's fantasy, but it doesn't really seem like it's fantasy. Okay. So that's why I said I think it's fantasy. Well, it could be low fantasy, where it's kind of just like, it's not something giant, big, and epic, but it's still fantasy. But again, I'm speculating because I'm not reading it. Because it's not reading like the fantasy I'm used to. No, I get that. Ooh, excuse me. I find it mildly boring. Oh, that's sad. The characters that seem to be the main focus don't hold my interest, but the ones that aren't the main character. Wait, my brain. But the one that isn't the main character does so. Yeah, there have been some notes about that. That's fair. That's good to know. I would bet that the secondary character that's holding your interest is their favorite, and that's why, versus the actual main characters or character is not as favored. That would be my guess, because I feel like that's what happens a lot of times. Do puppy pats. Let me do it again. Okay. You know what? Can I just realize you guys can't see the puppy? If I do this and then haha, there we go. I do that because I don't really need to see this other side, especially because there's no timer. There we go. Oh, you can see the puppy. Well, one of the questions they wanted answered was if it was boring in spots. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like when I watch people make up questionnaires or like get ready for beta readers, whether they're paid or like a friend that you're exchanging with, that is something that lots of people ask is it boring? Yes, puppy. Oof. All right. I'm gonna read some more of this chapter. If I can finish this chapter, then I'll be happy. Because then I would have done a chapter and a half, being that I was in the middle of a chapter previously. I feel like that'd be a good amount of work. Okay. Let's see. Okay, see this character that I just read? There were characters introduced that seem to have nothing to do with the overall story. I'm wondering, why are we seeing them? What is their purpose? Okay, that's fair. This is chapter 7, so by now we should know all the players, and if we're going to introduce someone new, you need to explain what they have to do with the other characters. That is so ironic that you say that, because I literally just did that. Chapter. Oh, did I say 7? My brain erased 17. You posted this and I realized what I said. I'm sorry. But I did just literally do that. I read in a chapter. So in this chapter where after Oveja and Lucien have another big like sexual pivot for the like erotic arc, we end up coming face to face with new angels. And I do have a point in the chapter where after the angel encounter, I use it as like, oh, Ove has been gone from Earth, so she's not up to date with the politics of heaven and what's been happening. So I use that as a way to explain to the audience who doesn't know what the hell is happening, why, like, to update us on what's going on with heaven, why they were able to do what they were able to do, excuse me, and then introduce us to a new angel that most people don't probably know about because it was a name that I picked from a list of things. So yeah, I did do that. So I would agree with that. Like, if you're going to introduce people, you have to find some sneaky way into explaining why. I'd emphasize 17 because if this was chapter 7, then okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's no. We're still pretty early on, but by time we get to 17, like, we should already know all the players. Yeah. That's fair. That's very fair. But you're always okay to correct me either way. Because my brain makes all the mistakes. Okay, I just made my note and I'm closing that one for the night. And I'm going to read a couple of chapters, tips books. Yay! That's good. Especially if something like that big pivotal happens, it's nice to like stop and like mentally take a break on like on work, because that is work. Like it's like having to think hard about structure and stuff like that. I finished my chapter and I think I'm gonna stop because I'll have to take more pain medicine soon. And I think I got at least maybe 2.5, 3 hours of solid-ish work done with the like breaks in between. Because I think I did more work this time than Friday. So definitely much less work than this weekend. But yeah, I don't think I can do what I did these last 2 days all the time. That'd be bad for me probably. Yeah, my brain needs a break from that story. Okay, you said pain medicine, and I just realized I did not take. Oh no, yeah, that's important. Wondering why I'm over here dying. I have done that, where I'm like, oh yeah, it's this time to take my ibuprofen, and then apparently I'm fine for a little bit longer than that. To be fair, I have been trying to push to like 5 hours instead of 4 hours, and sometimes I'm good and sometimes I'm not. But then I'm like, why am I hurting? It's okay. I'm almost there. And my ass doesn't bother to check the fucking clock. And then I finally check the clock and it's like 30 minutes later or 20 minutes later than like after I was supposed to take it. I'm like, oh, well, that explains a lot. I just was not paying attention to myself even. I have a doctor's appointment on the 21st and I can get a refill for my RA meds. That's good. Because I really need that right about now. That's important. That's important. But I say that while I may be going on a pseudo or not a pseudo parallel journey now with you if I do have psoriatic arthritis. Though hopefully, like everything else in my life, I'll be very early on, even though I had this happen to me. But hopefully, I'll be early on, or like on some border, and I'll be able to hold off with anything really bad. But it has made me think that I should perhaps seriously start practicing writing with like my voice, like doing voice to text writing, because that might be something I need to do in the future, which I already had been thinking about with my eyes and my eye problems, because eventually I'm going to lose my sight. So doing audio recordings will also be good for this too. So yeah, I really feel I'm thinking that I have another side project that I just kind of poke at every so often. That will be a serial under Dolores's name. not Serapia, and will be super casual. And I'm thinking about having that as an experiment project and try to do that solely or mostly through voice to text to see how that works. Being that it will be published chapter by chapter, so I can do it in like small chunks. Oh, I hope that's not what you have. I know. Dictation. There we go. Thank you. I couldn't think of that word. Dictation. Yeah, I don't have hope anymore. Because there's literally no other reason besides my body just spontaneously decided to collect fluid and strain my tendon. And that's why I had to have surgery. Like, that would be the only other reason, which is so unrealistic and weird and random. Unless by some happy chance the last two labs, one of them comes out positive. But at this point, they haven't grown anything, and he doesn't think they're going to grow anything because everything else has come back negative that we've done so far. So even the RA labs came back negative, and I have a genetic disposition to that because my grandmother had it. So yeah, I don't have hope. I'm just super upset that means that I will probably have to take another pill or another medication. And I hate taking meds. I hate it so much. But that's a different bag of apples there. The woes of being chronically ill since like almost birth. I've been trying to come to terms with the fact that I need to start doing less writing by hand and typing out my outlines. Yeah, I remember you talking about that and even saying something along the lines of try typing too or something like that. Yeah. Ooh. I do know that Katie Robert, there you go. I was going to have all the correct words in all the wrong orders. Katie Robert is pretty open about her life as like a writer and stuff like that. And she has wrist problems. I don't know if she has some form of arthritis or if she has carpal tunnel or what. She doesn't give us like super specifics, but she's open enough in like a general sense. And I know at this point in her writing, the majority of her writing is done by dictation. And because she's a successfully published, traditionally and self-published author, what I have found out that she has said that she does a dictation in two ways, where she does the voice to text and she also records her voice and then she sends it to a person who then transcribes her dictation and matches the two. I'm not supposed to do that, sorry. Matches the two drafts so that she doesn't miss anything. And then from there, she'll take that and she'll edit that how we would like normally edit on computer. And I think that's amazing. And I'm super jealous because that takes money to have someone transcribe your dictation. But yeah. It's why I keep trying these programs like Notion and Google Sheets. No, that's fair. I'm trying I'm trying Mylano now with Laura. Okay. Who is this? Katie Roberts. She did she wrote Neon Gods. She's also written some like contemporary dark like mafia things. She did a whole like monster romance series, but with like ancient monsters. What else? She did the Wicked Villains series, which is what I'm reading right now. Because I love her Dark Olympus series, which is what Neon Gods is. She had a big blow up with that one. She's pretty big in the like super spicy romance / like erotica community and group. And she doesn't take shit. Like she's all about like consent and inclusivity and all that stuff. She's an author. No, she's not an author. Well, technically she does have a YouTube channel, but she only posts on there for like video reveals of if she's doing like special projects of things. And then sometimes like random little things, but she doesn't like make videos like we do. No. But yeah, she's super nice and great. So far has not been problematic, which is nice. But yeah, she even was posts. I don't know if it was Twitter or somewhere else where people were asking her to do male romance soon, like in it was specifically her Neon Gods series, and was asking when her male romance was going to be, because she had done a lot of oh, are you going to stick around? I only asked because I have to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to miss out on saying goodbye. I'll probably leave soon because I'm done writing for the day, and I was actually waiting until 3:30, but then we started talking. So. But yeah, people were asking about it, and she got super upset because she's done a lot of like male female, and then she's done a lot of poly relationships in her books, and she got really upset because it was obvious that why people were asking was why not everyone, but a lot of people like male romances, which is the fetishization of gay men. And she got super upset about it, and was like, she wasn't gonna give the people their if they're gonna be gross about it. Like, she has her plan, and if it makes sense for them for there to be a male romance, then she'll put that in, and if not, then oh well, it's her story and it was her thing, and she wants to do things like respectfully and stuff like that. And this happened like I think last year or the year before that, and it was really nice. It was just kind of like a refreshing thing for like someone to like be loud and in a positive way. She did lose readers though after that. Well, insane, I'm gonna go. Let's do that. All right. Sounds so much quieter without the like ambient sound. I'm gonna go ahead and go because I just looked at the actual clock versus the live streamed clock because I didn't start at the top of the hour. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I'll see you guys hopefully Friday. If nothing happens, because I do see the doctor to get the last of the stitches out on Thursday, and if nothing happens negatively, then I should hopefully stream Friday. I'm still just again debating about, do we do another chill stream like this, which is not too demanding on my hand, and just chill and do some work, or do I feel comfortable playing a game? So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you guys will. Oh, I leveled up. Get 500. So we'll see what I do on Friday. You'll be able to see in it somewhat in advance when I post in the afternoon what I decide. And yeah, that is it. I may. No, you guys don't care about this because this is a live stream channel. Never mind. But yes, for right now, that is it. Thank you so much for just kind of like hanging out. And I hope no one saw and is traumatized by my hand. I kept turning it around on accident. I don't mean to. It's just a natural habit. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys Friday for whatever I end up streaming based on how I feel. Yes. Excuse me. That is it. I'm gonna go take some pain medicine and eat food. I will talk to you guys on Friday.